My name's Damien Hewitt and I'm the General Manager for Transport for Sage Automation. And Sage Automation has been involved in the transport industry for over 20 years. And we're very excited today to talk through the Australian-owned Sage Edge product that we've been rolling out in the industry. The Sage Edge device was developed around congestion management around road networks. It captures Bluetooth MAC addresses and ties them into platforms like AdInsight, which has an algorithm for identifying real-time travel information on the road network. But also with that, we're also using it for other applications in how we can use IOT data and capture information that can support local councils, governments to make real-time decisions from road infrastructure, tourism applications, and just general support of how we can tie technology in. The Sage Edge device has been designed to be flexible and ruggedized, so we can use it in lots of applications, and we're thinking about how we future-proof it. So the concept of being able to have plug and play chips that allow for, say, 3G, 4G of today, and then being able to tie in a 5G chip in the future enables it to be future-proof for the next lot of technologies that are about to be rolled out. The Sage Edge device has been developed by our Sage Strong team. It's been developed with a lot of passion and about how we can actually use it in applications that are going to help community needs. So the Sage Edge device has been not only used in congestion but also for smart city applications, like for example the King William Road upgrade, which was for the Unley City Council. The types of technologies that have been deployed in that project have been around using the Wi-Fi data for pedestrian movements and tying that into the lighting and the ambient of the precinct to create a nice environment. It also ties into the smart bollards and the smart bin sensors and smart benches, and it pulls all that data back so that council can make real-time decision making. Other applications have been around McLaren Vale Wine and Tourism Association. The Sage Edge device has been set up with solar panels at various wineries, and it captures where people are moving in and between the wineries. This data is very valuable for that community because they can see where people are moving and tie that back against expenditure data. It's created a significant economic benefit for the region. Another key feature of the Sage Edge device has been the CMMS system, the Centralised Management Monitoring System. This allows us to connect to all of our devices. We can do mass version upgrades, and we can basically monitor the health of the device, how much storage it's used, and how we can actually make sure that we're supporting it for the whole life of the product being out in the environment. The Sage Edge device has been developed by our fantastic team, and a big focus for our team has been around quality. The product, every single product goes onto our test bench, which is validating the control systems and everything that we do before we send it out. So we want to make sure that every single device that we manufacture is made right first time from our Sage facility. As part of the quality process, our device has gone through the RCA compliance, and we've put it through a whole lot of other features to make sure that this device can work in ruggedized locations and be able to support tough environments. A key component of the Sage Edge device has been around making sure that it's future-proof for vehicle-to-infrastructure communications. The Sage Edge device has been connected to traffic signal controllers and can read and do machine learning algorithms around how the phasing patterns are working. We can now communicate to a vehicle what speed that they should approach to get the green light, and we believe that with this type of technology, that vehicle-to-infrastructure communications is going to be resolved in a way that we can roll out these projects in real life environments that's really going to make a difference not only to congestion but to the community and the way that they use their mobility. So Sage Automation has been partnering with some of the bus operations as well, where we've been using the Sage Edge device to be able to work out the performance of the buses on the network. So this can be around the delays on the network, where the buses are striking curbs, so we can look at how infrastructure can be maintained, but also around how many patrons are using the system, how long they're waiting at stops, and a whole lot of different applications. And a key part of that is the vehicle to infrastructure and how that ties into priority signalling and how we can really create a better user experience for our transport network. At Sage, we've been very proud of investing in our graduate program. We've had over 50 students come through in the last 5 years, and we see the future of IOT and data analytics around edge computing as really important in the industry. We're very proud of the product that we've been able to create, and we generally feel that we can use it in many applications to be able to support congestion, vehicle to infrastructure communications, and most importantly around how we can support community outcomes.